Good morning, guys. This is Bree with Countdown to New Me, and I wanted to talk to you today about something that happened to me last week that bothered me, and I wanted to get your opinion on it and see if maybe I was overreacting or being a drama queen or whatever. So I'm just gonna get right into it. So yeah, last week I was at work in Cubicle Nation Hell, and which is my corporate job, my 9 to 5. And we had a meeting with various vendors that came in, and these vendors presented to our group, which is maybe about 40, 50 people, more or less, okay? And so the vendors are going on, they're talking about this product and that product, and everything's going great. And then we have the next guy come on, and he's this very boisterous, older white guy, I would say probably like in his 60s, early 60s. Very outspoken, off the cuff, a little bit on the risky side, always goes for the laugh, you know, just an all about crazy kind of guy, that everyone loves, and he just makes these jokes, and he's just, you know, tries to be very funny, which most of the time he is. So anyway, so I'm sitting there, and our group is listening to this guy present. Let's call him Michael. So we're listening to Michael present, and he says something which a coworker and I thought was going to be alluding to sex, okay, S-E-X, sex. But when he got to this point, it wasn't about sex. It was about something else, you know, whatever. So me and my coworker looked at each other, and we were laughing, and we're like, oh God, because we thought he was going to say sex, right? So anyway, long story short, me being the person that I am, I did laugh, like I had a little outburst because I was in a silly mood, and I just thought it was pretty damn funny, to be honest with you. And so Michael took it upon himself to come over in my area, thinking that I was playing off of what he said. I guess I really don't know, because I wasn't. I was actually interacting with a coworker, and he says something to the effect of, Bree, I wish I was as fashionable as you with your cornrows. Cornrolls, he said. R-O-L-L-S, with your cornrows. And I looked at this guy. Now, let me back up. We have no kind of history like that as far as joking or anything else. I've seen him maybe a handful of times in the last year or two. Last month being the first time in quite some time that I had interacted with him in any way. I sat in on another meeting of his, and nothing happened, you know, but he knows of me from that, and in a nutshell. So he comes over, and he's like, something about I wish I was as fashionable as you with your cornrows. And I just smiled, and through gritted teeth, I was like, I don't have cornrows, Michael. And he's like, oh, well, your dreadlocks or whatever. You know, your dreadlocks. And he just walks off, and people were like, you know, and I am just very the kind of person that I am. I have a smart ass mouth, okay? I have a smart mouth, and I've been known to cut people with things that I say. And I don't want to be that kind of person. Plus, I'm in a meeting. I don't want to come off as the angry black woman that can't take a joke, etc., etc. You know how that goes. You know, we're always the angry black woman when we express ourselves and have a problem or take issue with something. So I didn't even want to go there. So I just let it go, okay? And in my mind, I'm thinking, WTF. But I just let it go. Like, whatever, okay? So then, a few minutes later, to add insult to injury, he comes around, he's passing some information out, he gets to my area, I'm sitting there, I haven't said a word to him, and he grabs my face like this, and this happened in a matter of like 3 or 4 seconds total. He grabs my face, and he says, oh, Brie, you're such a cute fashionista. You're such a fashionista, or something like that. And I'm thinking, are you flipping kidding me right now? Did this guy just flipping grab my face like that and say that? Where in the hell did that come from? And why do people feel like they can take liberties with you and become familiar with you when you don't know them? Is it because I'm this sister girl, or what? I have no clue as to why he felt that was okay. I've never seen him do that to anyone. Again, we don't interact like that. I don't have that kind of relationship with him. Why in the hell was that okay for him to do that to me? I do not know. So I have a few options here. One being go to HR. And actually someone was offended, so offended that they went and talked to a manager in the office, and the manager called me into the office and was talking to me about it. And she said that, we need to do something about this. So I can either call this guy, Michael, and express how I felt, which I don't know how that would go. I can go to HR, I can file a report, etc., etc. My options, are kind of endless. But it's like, on one hand, again, I'm sure he's a really nice guy. No ill intent was meant, I would assume. I don't know, but I'm assuming there was nothing that he meant to be offensive. But you don't do that to people, especially people that you don't know like that. Again, we don't have that kind of vibe going on. We don't have that kind of relationship, period. So I really don't want to get this guy in trouble, okay? I really don't, because I don't feel like it was coming from a negative place. My assumption is it was just, he's trying to make a damn joke, but you don't joke about people like that. So now I'm like between a rock and a hard place. Do I say something or do I not? It's been called out to the carpet, so now what? Do I have to address it? Okay? Because now a manager knows. So, what would you do in this situation? How would you feel if that happened to you? Would you care? Would you be offended? Would you just blow it off like, whatever, he's an older guy, he's just trying to be funny? I was offended, but I let it go. I'm not one to make waves like that. So I'm just torn. I really don't know what to do. So if you can please, in the comments below, let me know what you think. How would you feel? How would you have reacted, again, in a corporate environment to something that happens like this? I would definitely be curious to know. If I'm overreacting, hey, you can tell me that too. I would definitely appreciate any perspective that you can lend me on this issue. So with that, I'm going to end this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to any suggestions and comments that you may have. And if you haven't already, please check out my blog at countdowntonewme.com, and enjoy your Saturday. Thanks for watching. Peace.